Hello everyone, very welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Angelica. Today I am going to rank all my eyeshadow palettes I tried in 2022. Because tomorrow, if this is going up on Friday, tomorrow is New Year's Eve and we're going into 2023. So I want to rank all the eyeshadow palettes I tried in 2022 and I'm going to rank them from the bottom to my number one, and I hope you are excited. I'm a little bit festive today as well because, as I said, tomorrow it's Christmas Eve. But yeah, if this is the first time here, very welcome. My name is Angelica. I love eyeshadow palettes. I love makeup. I usually buy a lot of makeup, but 2022 has been a little more like a low buy year for me when it comes to makeup, but I managed to find 21 eyeshadow palettes I bought this year, so it's pretty much bad. Yeah, I don't know my excuse, but if you like makeup content, check out my channel. I post 3 videos a week. Not this week though, but usually I post 3 videos a week, and I have some vlogs also on my channel and some fashion related videos. But if you like that, don't forget to subscribe, and yeah, let's get into this ranking. Okay, let's start because we have 21 eyeshadow palettes, as I said. So at the bottom, 21, it's this one from Revolution. This is the Revolution Forever Flawless Allure. And first of all, oh, now I can open this, but I have a struggle every time I open this package. I mean, the packaging is not bad. I mean, I think it looks beautiful here. And the color story is very beautiful as well, as you can see. Like, it's these mauve toned down rosy tones. And you have some shimmers, you have mattes. I don't think this is a really good palette. The mattes performs okay. They are not good laying each other, like laying on top of each other that much. And they are not super dark. You have these two that is dark, but look at these. These are like very, very light shades. And I don't think you need that many shades that is that light in this palette. And the shimmers are not that good either. So yeah, this is definitely the bottom palette. Then we have number 20, and it's also from Revolution. I don't know, I have to try to not buy that many palettes from Revolution. Makeup Revolution. Well, this is Revolution and the Grinch palette. I needed to get this one because I love Christmas, so I don't regret it. And this is a 9-pan palette, and it's a beautiful color story. I really love that. The only thing though with this palette is some of the shades are really, really good. For instance, the mattes here. You have 3 mattes here, but the shimmers, it's very questionable. This one is a hard pan. I think I used it, the second time I used it, it was hard pan, or maybe the first time. I don't know, but it started to create a hard pan straight away, and it's very, very stiff. And also this one has almost no pigment at all. This one is okay. This red is very beautiful, and this is a very sparkly beautiful shade. I mean, so I mean, you have good and bad in this palette, but yeah, it's okay. But I mean, it's in the bottom. Next up, we have a ColourPop palette. I was so excited when I got this because this color story is absolutely up my alley. This is by the Rosé palette. And I'm so sad this quality is not good. This is how it looks. I mean, look at this rosy tones. This is like my dream palette when it comes to rosy tones, because you have dark mattes, you have a light matte here, you have mid-tone shades, you have a variety of shimmers. But the thing is, the mattes are really good, but the shimmers are so bad, you guys. I mean, I have tried this now so many times because I think every time maybe it's going to be good, but I'm so disappointed every time I use this when it comes to the shimmers. They are not shimmery, like they are a little bit like stiff, and they don't have this beautiful metallic finish. They actually don't really have that regular shimmer formula either. I don't know what this is. Maybe I got a bad one. I don't know if you guys have this palette and you feel like I don't agree with you. Maybe it's a consistency thing. I don't know. But my palette is not good, guys. And this would be ranked so much higher if this was 100% good quality. Next up we have this one. This is from Technique. I did a full face of dollar store makeup here in Sweden. We have dollar store here in Sweden, and we have this brand Technique makeup. And I did a full face and I tried this one. This is the Technique Enticing. I'm not sure how to pronounce that, but this is a very warm brown neutral palette, a little small palette, but this is actually really good. I mean, for the price, this is so affordable. So I feel like if you want just a neutral palette, this is actually really good. The mattes perform really good. The shimmers are just like okay. They are regular shimmers, so I mean, they are okay, but I think this is a really nice palette. And here we also have a small palette. This is from Kiko Milano. I was in Italy this summer, so I went into the Kiko Milano store and I bought this one. And the thing is about this looks very dull and not fun maybe, but in store and when you can see it in real life, this shade is just absolutely magical. And it performs so good, this palette. It just has two mattes here. I would be happier if this one wasn't like my skin tone, but you can actually do a lot of things with this quad. Maybe you don't think so, but you can definitely do that. I think it's a very cute palette and it's really good quality. And I think we are at number 16 now. So I have a quad from Colourpop. This is The Secret Life of Scorpio. I bought two of these. The other one is coming next because this is just a color story. Both of them are in the same spot kind of. But this is the like more purpley berry quad. I don't think these are bad. These are actually really good, but I don't know. It's just I don't use them that much, and I feel like, yeah, the shimmers are regular shimmers. They're not like spectacular. The mattes are really good in these, and yeah, nothing wrong with it, but you have to have them in one place, and I couldn't rank them higher because they are not my super favorites. And here's the other one. So this is number 15 then, and this is the Bold and the Aries. This color story is more my alley. It's more like the peachy vibe here, and yeah, I really like this one as well. But I mean, I reached for other palettes before this one, so yeah, they're really good to have though. I mean, it's nothing wrong with the quads. Next up, we have a Colourpop palette again. I have bought a lot of Colourpop this year, I feel like. This is the Feeling Bubbly. This is in the same collection as the By the Rosé palette, but this quality is way better than the other one. So this is actually ranked a lot higher, and this is a beautiful neutral palette, guys. I mean, look at these shades here. If you like neutrals and if you like variation of neutrals, because you have warm tones here with a gold, and you actually have a silver and some cool tones over here, and then you have these shades here that is, they look the same but it's not. They are super beautiful on the lid, really metallic, and yeah, they are so good. And you have a matte white here if you want that in your inner corner or maybe on your lid. I feel like this is a really nice thought through palette, so I really enjoy this one. I have used it a lot. And then we have this palette. I think this was from this year, or maybe it was like very early. No, it was early this year because I got it as a present from my friend Madeleine, and she sent me this one. This is from Unique Beauty. This is the Pumper Me. And this is, it looks like this. I mean, this is so cute, you guys. This is a beautiful palette. You have a shade here though that I don't use, but the pink is amazing. And here you have like a sequin shadow, a really dark blue, but these are spectacular, these two shades here. Especially this one. I don't know if you can see the shift, but it's so reflective and has some small glitter specks in it, and just like a duochrome finish. And also this one is amazing. I don't know if you can see, but this one is also really cool. You can see it flips from yellowish green almost to a pink, kind of a rosy pink. It is a really good quality. I have two other palettes from Unique Beauty, and they are just so good, you guys. I'm really happy I got this one. I've really enjoyed this palette. Next up, we have a palette that is very expensive, guys. So I wanted to try Patrick Ta. So I wanted to try his eyeshadow palette. Oh my god, this is so reflective. I have to do like this. I wanted to try one of his palettes, so I decided to go with the Major Dimension 2, the Rosy palette, and this is how it looks. I mean, this is a very beautiful palette. It's good quality, but I mean, for the price, I don't know, guys. It's a very pricey palette. I do enjoy it though, so I mean, it has to be ranked this high. You have two cream shadows here that is very, very unique in my opinion. I don't have a eyeshadow palette with cream shadows in it, and you have a lid here, so it's perfect. And then you have a row here with shimmers, and you have a row with the mattes. The mattes are really good. They are so creamy, buttery smooth, and really easy to work with. You have some shimmers that is like regular shimmers, in my opinion, and then you have this shade that is a duochrome that shifts. I hope you can see. And this is very spectacular shade, but I have this in indie palettes, so it's not like a surprise for me to own a shadow like this, but it is very beautiful. And then you have this one is also a little more creamier, a little more reflective. So you have like a variety here of shimmers as well, and I think it's a good palette, you guys. Is it worth the money? In my opinion, no, but I mean, I have so many nice eyeshadow palettes, but it's a really good palette anyway. Okay, next up we have a Natasha Denona palette. So this is the bronze palette. I decided to get this one and the retro palette. So here we have the bronze palette. I absolutely love this color story. I love warm browns, and I think this is a really good palette because I do love these like cream to powder formula she has. So she has two of those, and then she has these beautiful matte shadows that is absolutely amazing. The shimmers, I'm always like this when it comes to Natasha Denona. I feel like the shimmers are not as good as they could have been for the price, but you have some shimmers here that is really pretty. Actually, this one I've used the most. You can see, I mean, it's beautiful gold. And yeah, I just love this tone, so it is a good quality palette. Next up we have the Natasha Denona Retro palette. So I like this color story a little bit better. I mean, I love my browns, but this is more fun, I feel like. So you have a lot of these cream to powder here. You actually have 4, and that makes me even more happier with this palette because I love that formula, as I said. And you have kind of a white here. It's not like true white, I believe. It's a little bit like rosy in that one. And you have this beautiful berry cool tone color story. And I just feel like this is a very fun palette to use. I grabbed this one when I think about these berry tones actually, so yeah, I think it's a very pretty palette. Okay, number 9, guys. Number 9 is from Nomad Cosmetics. They came out with this summer. This is like a tropical dream palette. This is the Paradise Islands. I love Nomad Cosmetics. I think they are doing a great job with the formula, with the color story, with the theming, everything. So it's my favorite brand, and I bought this one because I thought this looks absolutely amazing, and it absolutely is. It is a little bit light in the color story, like you don't have that much dark mattes. I would prefer if they put in like a really dark matte in this row, this pinky peachy row. It would be really nice to have like a super dark berry maybe, but it is a very pretty palette. This, I don't use blue that much, but this is spectacular. This is more like a sea blue and going to a turquoise. I don't know, but it's just absolutely amazing on the lid. And this shade here is absolutely stunning, and the pinks I love. It is a very pretty palette. I don't use it that much, but I do love that it's a little bit light actually, because I do love like pastels, and this is kind of leaning towards pastels, but it's more brighter. So I think it's a very fun palette. Next up we have a color palette again. So it's this one, Not a Box of Chocolates. I love this palette, guys. This is a palette I grab for a lot. I think this is a beautiful dark neutral brown palette. If you love yummy browns, this is the palette you need in your life. I mean, good quality. It goes from super dark to very light, and it has the shimmers as well, like super light to like medium to dark. It's just a very fun palette actually, and I have made a lot of looks with this. I mean, it all turned out brown obviously with this palette, so I mean you you can do a variety of looks, but you can't get another look than brown. So, I mean, if you don't like brown, this is not for you, but I love this one. I love to use it when I go to work. I love to use it if I go into a party. I can just add one of these, like very sparkly shades, and then just put, or this one, so that has glitter in it, and then just put some extra glitter on. It's absolutely amazing. I can totally recommend this one if you like brown eyeshadow. Here we have another ColourPop palette, guys. I don't know what it is. Maybe I should count every ColourPop palette I have bought this year. But this is in the Limelight, and I love this palette. It is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful palette. It looks like, it reminds me of the palette I didn't buy from ColourPop, the Tinkerbell palette. That was also this beautiful lime shades and some pinks in that. I'm eyeing that one still, but I have been thinking of getting that one, but I don't know. I have this one though. This is beautiful. You have a dark brownish, like a dirty brown here, and then you have this one. It looks like pink, but on me it's not pink actually, but it is very, very pretty. But these are everything. I mean, oh my god, they are so pretty. This is spectacular, this shade. This is absolutely beautiful. This is a matte, like a sequin shadow, a matte with some glitter in it. It's absolutely stunning. And this, and it's just very, very beautiful, guys. If you like these limey green shades, but I don't think they have this anymore on ColourPop. Maybe they're gonna bring it back, I don't know. But it's a very, very stunning palette anyway, and I love to use it. I think it's a more spring and summer palette for me, but yeah. It's a very, very stunning palette. Now we have a Beauty Bay palette actually, and this is a palette and a color story that I absolutely love. I love the theming. This is the Love Notes palette, and the color story, this is my color story. Look at my eye. Like, I mean, I love pinks, I love purples, I love some neutrals. I mean, this has everything that I love, and it's really good quality as well. I love the Beauty Bay formula when it comes to these creamy shadows, but the thing is, you're gonna have a struggle to get it up your brush. I take my finger and just apply it with my fingers. Because I don't have any long nails, oh my god, don't look at my nails. But I can do that. If you have long nails, it could be hard to do that, but for me, I don't mind that, and I feel like that is the best way to use these shadows, but the mattes are really, really good. There are some mattes here that is not like, I don't know if it's this one or this one, that is a little more lighter than the actual pan, but I love this palette. It is a really good palette. It makes me happy every time I open it, and these shimmers are just spectacular. Let me tell you that. Absolutely amazing. Oh my god, we have the top 5 now. We have the top 5, right? I haven't forgot anything. Okay, top 5. Number 5 then. It's from this brand. This is the Cosmic Brushes, and this is the Royal Rose. And this got really, really hyped. The other palette, it's another palette that was a little more hyped this year, but I decided to go with this palette actually because I love pinks and purples, as I said. And look at this. This has pinks and purples, but it also has a green, it has a yellow orange, it has a yellow. It has these beautiful shimmers as well that is absolutely stunning. It has some neutrals as well that I really, really love because I love colors with neutral shades in a palette. So I think this color story is very beautiful. It is a little bit all over the place, like the placement of the shadows, in my opinion. They could have done it a little more organized, but I'm like that. I feel like this is like a little bit like when I open it up, I want to rearrange it, but I can't. But it is a very good quality palette. It is so good quality. It's a pigmented, it's easy to use, and the shimmers are spectacular. I have nothing bad to say about this palette. It is a really fun palette. I mean, look at that neon-y, I don't know, reddish, I don't know what it is, but it's beautiful. Stunning palette. And yeah, all the palettes here are my favorites. So, I mean, we have 4 left. So, next palette is a ColourPop palette. So, this is the Hocus Pocus 2. I think the name is the All Hallows Eve eyeshadow palettes. So, this came out with the Hocus Pocus movie number 2. I don't know, I haven't seen that movie. I haven't seen number 1, number 2. Anyways, the color story is like this, and I have used this so much. I love this palette. This is a great palette, you guys. I don't know how to like explain how good this is. This is the good quality of ColourPop shadows, the mattes and the shimmers. So everything is like really good quality, but the shades are amazing. It's so genius. You have this row here that is the neutral row, which I love. You have the orange here, you have a green, you have a purple, you have more like a cool tone, a taupey shade here, and a black and a light silver, so you can do a cool tone look. This is everything you actually need. I mean, you don't have like pinks and all that, but I do love this so much. I've used it so much. I have made some nice combinations because this brown shimmer, I thought, what am I going to do with this shimmer? I'm never going to use it. The thing is, I've used it so much. I've used this with this shadow, I've used it with this shadow. You can use it to tone down a look, like if you're going to work and don't want like a bright green, maybe you want something else, you can just put it in the outer corner of your lid, and it makes this like a earthy green look that is absolutely beautiful. I adore this palette. It is so good, you guys. Really good quality. And at number 4 we have this one, the Ace Palette's palette. I have such a hard time to pronounce this name, but anyways, you get actually a game with this, like a board game. So I haven't played that, but it's like a palette bingo, what I have heard. You can play, and you're gonna place the shadow, a specific shadow in a specific place on your lid. And I haven't played that, but I have played with this palette, obviously. This is how it looks. I mean, look at this. It's so gorgeous. I love this palette. I love that it has a neutral row here, and it has this beautiful yellowish green row here. You have the pinks, which I love. You have the purples. You have some berry shades here, love, and you have some blues that I don't use that much, but this one is really cool actually. It's just like flipping. I don't know how to explain it. Like, it has a duochrome flip to it, so it's really fun to use. But this is a stunning palette, and it's so good quality. I cannot explain how good quality this is. This is just amazing, and I cannot recommend this enough. I'm so happy I have it. I'm so happy I own it, and yeah, it has been a fun palette to play with. Okay guys, number 2. So, okay, the Hela palette from Didn's Eye in collaboration with Angelica. That is a wonderful YouTuber that I have watched her for I don't know how many years, but she did an amazing collab with Didn's Eye with this palette. I mean, this palette, first of all, the quality is outstanding. It's 10 out of 10, and the color story is also like 10 out of 10. I mean, I love these shades right here, and I love the pinks as well. I don't use these that much. Well, this one I use because this is super dark, and this one, but this one is my absolute favorite shade, I think, in my whole collection. I can tell you that, because this in the inner corner, this is my absolute favorite one. It's so good. I mean, look at this color story. It's just beautiful. I love that you can do like a more earthy, dirty green look with these, and you can also do a very bright look like with this one and some of the brights, and of course the pinks. I mean, I love pinks. And you can deepen up with this one. She had thought about everything in this palette, which you can see. I mean, I don't think we need anything else in this palette, but it is a very beautiful palette, and I love it, and I have enjoyed it so much, and I'm going to enjoy it in the future as well. So guys, I have my number 1 here, and this is my favorite palette this year, and I think you all know what it is if you have been here. It is the Merry Christmas by Didn's Eye. I mean, both of these are number 1 and 2, but I love this palette with my heart. I do love the theming a lot because I do love Christmas. I adore Christmas. I love Christmas. But the color story in this one, I have used this so much since I got it. I cannot like let it go. I love this. I love that it has this green, dirty green again. It has some dark green so you can like deepen it up. This one I have used, but I don't know. The only thing I would change is maybe this one, but it works. That's the funny thing about this palette. You have this one that is absolutely amazing. This one, oh my god, this looks like a lime green. On the lid it looks like pink. It is so beautiful. This emerald green is absolutely outstanding. The red, I don't have a matte red in my collection that is that good, like a true red. And also this one, amazing. This one, oh my god, I love this. I had this Christmas Eve this year, and I actually used the reds. This one, and put this one on the lid. Absolutely stunning. I adore and love this palette. Oh, I cannot. I'm so sorry, guys, because you cannot get this one anymore. You cannot get this one anymore, but I'm sorry, I have to rank the palettes I absolutely truly love in my collection. And this is absolutely my number one, and this is my number two. So that's just how it is, guys. That's just how it is. I mean, yeah, love the Oda's Eye formula. I'm so excited to see what they are going to come out with next, because now I know these two palettes are such a good quality. I have the first palette they released and some of the others along the way, and I have seen that the quality has just been better and better, and now it's just like 10 out of 10. And I'm so excited about Oda's Eye in the future. As I said, I'm very excited. Okay, guys, this was it. I don't know how long the video. I try to like talk fast and all that and show you guys. I mean, I don't want to rush it too much, but I don't want to get stuck in every palette too long for you to sit here all day. But I hope you have enjoyed it, guys. Tell me down below if you thought this was going to be my number one, or if you thought it would be something else in my collection. I hope you have enjoyed the video, guys. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you enjoy, and have a wonderful New Year's Eve tomorrow, and I see you in my next video next year. Bye.